Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Rick Dandy, A Girl's Last Tour. Tonight we're on episode 9. What happened last time? Last time was they basically just got wasted. And not really like wasted, but you know, they found some beer, got a little crazy with it, got a little, not freaky, but just a little crazy with it, which was very cute, extraordinarily wholesome. You know, Chi got on Yu's level is the way I put it, and probably the way I'd put it again, because, you know, Yu's always got that insanity going on. But you gave Chi a little bit of alcohol, and now we're kind of cooking with gas, you know. That was the third of the like 3 stories they did. The first one was the graves, which was like the memento boxes thing, kind of a thing on like remembering someone after they died. Yu doesn't care about it because, like, who cares? They're dead. Chi feels kind of sentimental to it and was like wanting to like respect the graves and all that stuff. So some ideas there for sure. And then the second one was them going up the spiral tower to the layer up, which they almost died because there was like a side path, and when they went on it, went you know. So that was suboptimal, but you managed to clutch it out because that's what she does. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm really curious how this is gonna end, because I am aware that this isn't the end of the story, right? Because I think that this like only gets like 2/3 or like halfway through the manga or something like that. So I'm interested to see like what point they're gonna end the anime on. And then I'm probably gonna check out the manga at some point. I don't know like what that'll look like, but I don't know. I'm intrigued to see, because like it doesn't like, this feels like something that could just be like a series that kind of goes on forever, where they just are like eternally like getting into like whatever they're doing, just in kind of the format. But I mean, there kind of is an end goal of reaching like the high level of the city, wherever the fish is. So you know, definitely something to think about there. But yeah, honestly, let's just jump into this episode 9. I'm drinking the last remnants of a Dr. Pepper. Get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink. You know how it goes. I was also eating a bunch of Halloween candy. I feel kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. I eat way too much. Okay, 3, 2, 1, bang! Woo! Alright. Gotta stretch yourself out. It is not dark, there's a lantern lights right there. It's because your eyes are closed, bro. Deja vu. You're talking about the church. Yeah, there's turbines. Not a turban. Life is motion. Lack of motion is death. The city breathes. Whoa, the city breathes. That's a good line. Write that down. Write that down. Oh no, what is that? Why is it scary? They're not doing an OP? Yeah, let's define life form if we're gonna continue. Oh no. Wait, this episode got me scared already. What? I'm not used to having scary background sounds, especially when we're going into Tron. You goes to sleep. Oh my goodness. The water again. The fish. It's very water focused. This is the right episode, right? Yeah, episode 9. Making sure I'm not accidentally watching the finale. What are we about to fight a Dark Souls boss? What is that? Is that a robot spider? Oh my goodness. It's a robot. Holy crap, it's a dog? It's a platform. I'm scared of it as well. Oh my goodness. I ain't relaxing yet. What? Yeah, what? Take a photografia. A great question. Machinery. Well, it looked like a machine, but as far as we know, whoa. I do agree with Chi, though. But it is, yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Though, okay. Konnichiwa? Or it was just programmed to do that, you know? Because then it wouldn't do it unless it was programmed to do it. Unless it had a will of its own, which I don't think they can do that yet. Or probably ever, but who knows. They? Who's they, Chi? Man, where are we going? What is this? Wait, what do you mean? But like a fish. A living fish. Fish! I was just about to say. In fact, I was currently saying. It's an actual fish. Wait. They exist? Yeah, a living, breathing fish. There's one. Oh, it's smiling. Ah! Is this like the caretakers of the aquarium? Oh my goodness, Chi, we're going to get killed. What is that? What is that? Oh my, it said hello, bro. You got rolled, Chi. You just got rolled. Okay, the fish caretakers. Wow, okay, yeah, literally. Non-staff. I just want to look at it and then maybe eat it. Bro! Bro, that machine's talking to me. It's not even talking to them. She looked like she was in a doorbell camera, bro. Okay, interference unit, what's up? Uh-oh. Okay, I won't then. Don't call the police, don't call the police. Oh. The phone lines are down. Yeah, good luck calling the police. Bat! Oh yeah, that thing was scary. Oh yeah, I had stuff on its back. Him. You're gonna gender it. Interesting. Yeah, this thing is crazy. This flashing thing is scaring me. Fish. Ah. This is true. I would love a tour. Fishy. Or you. Fishy. No, the fishy. She's so stupid, dude. She needs a caretaker of her own. She needs to be put in a zoo. She would probably love being in a zoo. Like, we'll feed you and you just gotta sit around. Like, she would do that. Give her a bath every once in a while, she'll be happy, bro. Wow, this is crazy. How many fish? How many of them are used? Bro, only one is in use? There's one fish? Tell me there's more fish than the one. Food fish. Extinction. Oh, fish extinction, bro. Smacker. Is it warm? Oh my goodness, I would love to swim in that. I wish I was there with them right now. I'm so jealous. I said that before they were naked. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. I didn't realize we were... Oh my god. Whew. Ah, okay. Wait. Help her! She's drowning! Is it different buoyancy? Or is she just being stupid? She's dead. Okay, she's not dead. She do be swimming though. Hello. We're not eating the fish. Bah. Smack. Good, thank you. I am on Chi's wavelength every day of every moment. Chi is like the representation of my my id, bro. My lowest, not lowest necessarily, but my basest desires is you. Bro, and she got... I'm thinking back to the honkers discussion. Discussion as if it was a discussion. It was literally me just saying honkers. Yeah, do it in another tank. I'm swimming here. There's a lot of water, to be fair. That's what I'm saying. Bruh. Why'd she look like that? Oh, yeah? You're a very spiritual naturalist, I mean. You're a very naturalist robot. Who programmed you to say this? I would never program my robot to besmirch me. Although it is true. I mean, it is true. She's having fun, bro. She's just swimming. She does. Get in there, Chi. Take a swim. Chi doesn't want to go skinny dipping. Yeah, dude. Oh, you don't want to be embarrassed in front of the robot? What if it has a camera? What if its face is a camera, bro? It's deep. It's a deep pool. Come on this way. Eee! Bro, did you literally learn how to swim? Giga Chad, you. You have swimming lessons? And she's dead. Save her? Save her? Robot? My corpse is a huge pollutant. Think about it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just like your dream. Thank you. Just like a fish, bro. It's a premonition. That's my lifeguard. I mean, I won't lie though. This is great information for the bust size of you discussion, as I said earlier. Man, she's having a crisis right now. Like Loki. Yeah. Great question. Is it the corpse? Though there is still some living stuff. I mean, how bad is the Earth's shape, really? Like, we don't know. Are you skipping? Oh, you're feeding the fish. Oh, it's a... That mutation may have saved it, bro. The swerve, yes. Fishy, fishy. Aw, feed the fish, bro. Yes. She's gonna eat the fish food. She's gonna eat the fish food. Please take a bite out of the fish food. That'd be so funny. Uno. She's drooling. She's drooling. Oh, that was all 5. Oh, clutch. Man, this robot is OP. True, I was programmed to feel like that. It's my job. I love this robot. This is a very sweet robot. Imagine the robot steals all their stuff and leaves. Ah, what's happening? Is it the big boy? Oh, back to you, Cheese Dreamscape? No, maybe not. My stuff falling on me. Ow. Hello? You just walked through the wall, man. She is so stupid. Good morning. Wake up. We're being attacked. Kind of. Not really. We're just chilling. But the fish is like right there. It's kind of necessary. He says, my guy, stop destroying my aquarium. The Bluetooth. Oh, that's his voice. Whoa, whoa, why are you in my face, dog? Alright. Yeah, what's up? Okay, but why? What are we dissembling for? To maintain other areas? But like... A bug... Oh, we gotta keep the city up. She gonna try to save the fish? All the water running that we've seen. She's having the same thing that she was having. An epiphany. Yeah. Why are you putting clothes on? Oof. That was good. Ah! Just... Oh, because we can't just grab the fish. What am I thinking? We're gonna kill him? He's maintaining the city, though. We're literally doing a Shadow of the Colossus on this guy? Use determined the fish worth saving. Yeah. Me neither. That's what I love about her. She just gets it in her head. I want to save this fish. I gotta respect it. You is crazy, bro. You gonna feel empathy for this thing at all, you? How do you feel about it? Oh my goodness. They're doing the flash again. Yeah, she just did. What is she gonna do, an Olympic dive into the water? I guess she could have used the rope. Dang. He's killed them. Okay, wow. I thought you were supposed to be a nice robot. That makes me sad, dog. Bar. Okay, good line, you. And that's what I was saying, like, water is movement, motion is alive, because, you know, I like all that, you know, I don't know, man. The city stopped evolving. Oh, geez, they're getting crazy with it right now. It kind of got me messed up a little bit. I swear, if I do a tier list, I'm gonna have to include the fish. That's a crazy thought. No, the fish is following him. Oh my goodness, the fish. Fish, my beloved. My beloved. Bro, my like chest hurts. What is this? What are they doing to me right now? Why do I feel like this was the last episode? Surely I'm wrong. Surely this wasn't the last one. Because I just watched 9. Yeah, it's right there, bro. I don't understand. I don't understand. That felt like a finale. Kind of, at least. I mean, like, they didn't do an OP, and they're doing this crazy ED music. It was the fish. And the crazy, like, what is life? And then, like, empathy. And then, like, life is that which dies. And that's interesting. I don't know, like, where my definition of life is exactly. You know, I'd probably say something like... Life... Well, it's tough, because, like, a tree's alive, right? And, like, an ant, and, like, a bee, and, like, a human, but not a rock. I'd probably say, like, life is, like, self-propagating. Would that be my definition of life? Probably. Because rocks don't make rocks. Well, not intentionally. Oh my goodness. Is it still alive? Is the Robo still alive? Oh my goodness, hello? No, he's just building. Jeez, man. What about the robot? Give the robot a cast number. We did get a lot of naked EU, so that was a dub. I think they're like low 20s, you know, so I'm in perfectly good condition to be talking about that. Cause yeah, you know, you is waifu material for sure. Dang, like I'm even like I don't even feel like discussing that much. I'm just kind of like I don't know. I got this weird feeling, like the way that the second half kind of panned out got me feeling all kinds of ways. Cause like I don't know, like it's interesting, right? They start with Chi saying that life is what was your original definition of life, my good Chi? And they kept doing that thing where they cut to like the flashes. Right here. It was water. And the treads. And the drops and the screw moving. And you just said life, right? And you thought of the water again, the movement of the church location, a water drop, a water drop. Yeah, I mean, because the robot, I don't know, but self-propagating isn't even a good way to determine life. Because if you have a robot that makes another robot, then like a self-replicating robot, like that like hypothetically makes sense, and I'm sure there's like to a degree that like has been done, you know, like a robot that makes the same robot out of itself through material. I mean, but like, am I gonna say that's alive? So no, self-propagating isn't even like a good like like a good qualifier. I don't think. Because like you could like try to throw the word organic in there, but then it's almost like begging the question that like, oh, like living things are alive because they're organic, and if you're not organic, you're non-living. But why? Like, why is that the qualifier? You know, who says that like you can't have a synthetic living thing other than your own definition of organic? You know, like who's to say that this robot dude isn't alive? But like he doesn't like at least the robot guy's not making any choices. Well, at least to the degree that like a human does. Because a robot, it got instructions, and it does the instructions to the best of its ability, which is always like, you can always, you know, debug or whatever, and figure it out, like whatever its ideas are. But it's not even its ideas, it's just the programming it has, and it follows through. And I don't understand like deep learning, crazy AI generation, etc. to like even comment on that. But it's different than like a human who, like there's like a certain element of like irrationality and chaos in like a human, or at least in like, and I think also in animals, I would argue. Well, probably. What about like a bee? Because like I kind of see bees and ants as like they're almost robotic in like the way they function, or at least they feel that way, you know. But they're like organic, so it feels different. I don't know, man. It's just like these types of questions that get me like feeling like pain. You know, like a little bit of existential like Like do I even want to classify a robot as alive? Because if I start doing that, and like, then it like takes away like the like some sacredness in big quotes from like organic life. So I don't know like how that makes me feel. Freaking you lusting over the fish or gluttoning over the fish the entire time is hilarious. But then she comes to be like, dang, this fish is my homie. I ain't gonna see this fish die. I'm gonna protect this fish. But like, there seems to be like I was about to say, there's a fundamental difference between like the way a human thinks and the way a computer thinks. And like, while I believe that, I don't know why I believe that, because I don't freaking know how a computer thinks that well. You know? But I think there is, just because that's just the way it works. But like, I don't know. I wouldn't, if somebody told me I was wrong and then presented like evidence, I would probably change my mind. I just don't think there's the evidence, like, you know, to propose much. But that's like an entire conversation. That's the thing. This show, like, it just throws out ideas, largely, you know? And like you and Chi kind of come to the conclusion that like these, like the city is alive, or was alive, maybe it's dead now, maybe it's dying, and they kind of said, like, at least you said, like what's alive is what stops living or whatever. Or like that which has an end. But like everything has an end. But not everything's alive. I don't think. You know? Like my freaking... This boy isn't going to survive eternally for the rest of time. Right? Like supernova, it gets obliterated. And now it's just a bunch of like atoms or whatever. So like the Dr. Pepper is not alive. You know? But like a bacteria. You know? A bacteria is alive. But not like a virus. I feel like one of those isn't alive. But why not? Bro, oh my gosh, I don't like to think about this. I don't understand. It scares me. This scene was crazy when she was drowning. And then she just thought of the sea. It's like, shoot, like I was thinking about this earlier. But honestly though, I feel like... only thing that like I think drowning's a lot less peaceful than it's, you know, maybe in the very last moments is it at all peaceful, but girl, I'd be thrashing a lot more than you did. I'll say it like that. A little sad that you didn't eat any fish food. Maybe that would have been a little much. I feel like she would have like given it a test nibble, you know, but that's maybe just me. But like they're talking to each other, but that's just them communicating with each other, but like, because like a computer could you say like a computer can perfectly understand another computer? Because maybe that's a line of thinking, right? Because like I as a human being can't fully completely understand another human being, because like our modes of communication aren't perfect, and the ideas and feelings I'm feeling I can verbalize into language, but the language isn't in a one-to-one perfect articulation of the actual things that I'm feeling. You know? But like a computer, on the other hand, since it's like been created in a set of rules and like, because like it's like a chicken and the egg kind of thing a little bit to me, right? Where like a human feels something and then we created language to express that. But for a computer, I feel like it's less, like it's more that we created the language of computers and then within that language we created the computer. So like the language of the computer is like the code or whatever you want to call it, perfectly encapsulates everything about the computer. There's no mutation X factor going on at all, because it's a computer, right? And like unless you said like random circumstance, like I don't know, a freaking chip in the computer getting a piece of dust on it that screws it up, like is that count as a bug or mutation at that point? I don't know. Or like I don't know, like can like bugs like... No, because I think you can because like I think the process of debugging where you can fully like cleanse the things like within a set of code that's like freaking out, like you can fix it, right? It doesn't just like mutate beyond control into like a new functioning thing. Makes me think that like since it's fully within a set, and we fully understand that like that negates its livingness, you know? Because like a computer sees another computer and they both exist in like the code of the computer, right? Completely and totally. And therefore, when they interact with each other, they fully understand each other because they're working with the exact same principles and or the exact same this exact same society. I don't want to say society, like situation. They're working within the same situation or like the same foundation would be a better word. And then in interacting with each other, they're like fully one-to-one. They're good, you know? And so I feel like that makes them more like a freaking, I don't know, like physics in a Rube Goldberg machine, you know? Where there's no like swerve there. And I'm using the word swerve from freaking, who was that, Lucretius? Go read Lucretius. But like the random chaotic chance factor or whatever. But I mean, physics, we don't even fully understand physics, right? Like perfectly. I'm just thinking like throw the word quantum in front of it and I'll pretend I know what that means. But like, you know, there's a bunch of stuff we don't understand about like the foundation of like reality as we know it. So it's like, even then, is there like a little bit of that chaos factor that like makes it so like humans can't understand each other perfectly? Is that also something that computers have to any degree? Or does us putting them in, like creating them within our own box that we made, does that make them like exempt from that? I don't know. And they're the one, like this show's the one that's making me freaking rant about this, right? Because they're the ones that are throwing robots at my screen and then saying, are they alive? I don't know. I don't know what my definition of life is. Is that something that I should figure out? Because should I figure out if I'm alive or not? As someone that probably thinks, like, I think I'm a living being. I'm alive. Probably. Most likely. So, like, how important is it that I think about this, you know, as a self-proclaimed, mostly living being? I don't know. It's crazy, man. Or, like, I don't know. Now I'm thinking, like, what if we... Like, for example, the me that you're currently seeing, like, the me that you're currently seeing is a representation, or not maybe even a representation, is in a captured moment of the flesh me that I'm talking, like, in my moment in time right now. So, like, the pixels you're looking at and the audio you're hearing isn't alive, right? Because it's just a recorded thing. And so, like, is a machine like that? Kind of, because a machine's not recorded, but there's like a lack of potential adaptation, you know, where there a machine can't adapt outside of its programming, and therefore I would say it's not alive, maybe. But why is adapting my thing? Because a rock can't adapt, but a tree can adapt. I mean, that's something, you know. But if a tree can't adapt to everything, but it has more of a quality, like it has more of an ability to adapt to changes in stimuli, that would probably be where I would, like, do my very tentative line in the sand, would be ability to adapt. Because a machine can't adapt outside of its programming. But, like, you could also say a human can't adapt outside of their programming if you want to reduce... And I use the word reduce. I don't know how I'm using the word reduce. I'm just going to continue to say it because who cares? If you reduce the human to just like an organic machine that like doesn't have like a free will, like that was just a byproduct of complexity or whatever, then you could probably say the same thing. Because we can't adapt to like things that we can't perceive, for example. So if we're in our programming of our own perception, or like the box of our own perception, then we can't adapt outside of that in the same way that a robot can't adapt outside of its programming. But then are we thinking like evolution maybe? Is evolution our like a free ticket out of that little pit trap, you know? Because evolution is like an example of adaptation. And a machine can't do that. Like my computer can't just figure itself out without help, you know, from like a living, like a human that like gives it new things. But then I just really start to think about like those AI learning things, because I've done a little bit of like watching of like just random YouTube videos, right? Where they'll like do they do Flappy Bird, and then they make the AI play Flappy Bird and then kill off the bad Flappy Birds and then keep the good Flappy Birds, and now that one like does rinse and repeat until it's a prodigy at Flappy Bird. Then it's like, okay, well it's adapting, kind of, just through process of elimination. I don't know. It's just hard to differentiate like a tree and a rock. A tree to a rock to a computer to a human. And computer including like the really high levels of AI that we're like starting to prod into. Those are just really difficult things to like navigate, especially because we don't fully understand how humans work, and probably we don't fully understand how a tree works. How do we fully understand how a tree works? I mean, DNA, I guess, but like, I don't freaking know. Oh, jeez, this show, man. It's just, I'm supposed to be enjoying these two girls throwing wet t-shirts at each other and swimming around in a little, like, industrial lake. Brutalist lake. Bro, I would pay so much money. I'd probably give my kidney, to no, I wouldn't. What am I talking about? But I would just very much enjoy being in this room with you and Chi and this robot swimming in these pools for like an eternity. If you just get rid of my ability to perceive time, or like or not even necessarily that, but get rid of my ability to like be bored or whatever, just sit me in here and I'll be happy forever. You know, like this feels like such a like welcoming environment to me, especially if I just get to swim around with Chi. It's like, or with you or Chi. I mean, Chi can join obviously, but you is the one that I feel like would be the most fun to exist with. She seems like somebody that I would have a lot of fun just walking around with. Chi literally putting on clothes because a robot's watching. Like, yeah, if you're embarrassed by like you're getting embarrassed by the robot's presence seeing you nude, so that kind of gives it a life. Like you're perceiving it as a life because like, wow, Yonta is crazy. Because I was gonna say like that kind of makes you think that Chi is seeing the robot as alive to a degree because it's able to like because it has like because its senses are influencing her behavior. Like she doesn't want to be naked in front of it, right? And I was thinking like, oh, a good thing that I don't ever do that. But then I just thought like, dude, like I'm not gonna like even if my webcam's off, I'm not gonna be naked in front of my webcam. Why would I ever do that? You know? So like the webcam, just in my like human, not like my perfectly rational, but just my human thinking of webcam makes me think it's like similar to an eye, and I would be embarrassed if I was naked in front of it. Even if it was off, even if my entire computer was off, I think there would be a twinge of embarrassment. That's crazy to me, actually. That's pretty crazy. Or even like walking around like naked outside, like even if nobody's there. Well, I don't know, that's kind of different. That's kind of besides the point. I don't think I'll talk about that. And this poor big robot. I mean, I don't really care that much because I'm just seeing it as a robot. Like if you want to say that, oh, you need to be able to like feel pain, like a negative and positive stimuli, like give life, and like the robot can't feel positive or negative stimuli. I mean, it can be like with the Flappy Bird example, you can kill and like you can kill off the bad Flappy Birds or reward the good Flappy Birds, but that's just a numeric point, like pointage, giving point values, numeric values to processes to rank how good they are. That's not like, you're not like torturing it by killing it, you know? It doesn't have the ability to feel that. So maybe like the ability to feel is what necessitates or what creates life, but then like what can a tree feel like getting axed? Does the tree care? Like what if a carrot cares when I Looney Tune Bug Bunny it, you know? I just like snapped its head off. Jeez. And what's this scene supposed to represent? Just life? The life of the city, the life of nature, like these moving like processes, and like with the description of cycles being part of life in the last episode with the spiral, and then they were talking here about this, like the kind of cycle in nature, the cycle in the city, the cycle in etc. Of like humans, machine, and city living together. I mean, that's kind of like there is kind of a connection there you could probably draw that's pretty pog. Let's save that fish. Let's do it. This is like an enlightenment or something. Or like it kind of clicks, you know, like a brah moment in the brain. I really liked this episode. This episode got me like feeling the most like philosophical, you know, probably out of any episode up to this point. Probably just because it was more direct with what it was saying, so like it was easier to just immediately feel it. The other ones I feel like had a lot of like undercover themes that it was kind of very loosely talking about, but this one was very focused on like the nature of life, especially because we got this fish, and then we got a robot that acts more alive, or at least acts more human than the fish does. So it's like, okay, what are we saying? The fish is alive, but the machine's not alive? Like the fish is just fishing around. Though the fish did have a mutation of evolution, like an evolutionary, I don't know, evolution mutation. So maybe there's like something being said about like the ability to mutate, which is the adaptation thing I was talking about, is what makes it more alive than the robots. But the characters were kind of feeling that the robots were alive. This is cool too. This was a fantastic line. If there's not reconstruction after destruction, then that's where it ends, huh? Yeah. I mean, true. Reminds me of those like the like end of the universe idea where it just, the big cold or whatever they call it, where just all the atoms are just going to get infinitely far apart and just float away, and then there'll be nothing or whatever, instead of it coming back and exploding again or big banging or whatever. I mean, like, this idea is crazy to me. Period. And like, this robot says, take care, you two, but the robot doesn't care. It doesn't have the capacity to empathize. It was programmed to make humans empathize with it, but it doesn't have that capacity. The fish also doesn't have that capacity. It's a fish. It's just fishing around. It doesn't have enough cognitive ability to think. And this poor giant construction monster. I do kind of want to see some of their dialogue here a little bit. Because I think they were spitting some bars. So it'd be interesting to see like what the message is from the show, right? Was this her saying like, I want to save the fish? And she said, yeah, and maybe that's empathy, wanting to save a fish. Because she was asking about empathy earlier, you know? Give me a bar. Then she like runs off, right? I feel like, was it a little before this? Maybe it was like right here. Oh yeah, when he burst in the wall, it's just, okay. A bug lethal to the city. Yeah, and there's a bunch of cool ideas about like, is a city alive? You know? Or like a society or like a civilization, like in the way that the neurons in the brain fire at each other to like create consciousness. What if like we're the neurons in the city's brain firing against each other, and like us, you know, all these like societal installments that we create are like hemispheres in the brain. Like what kind of connection can we draw there? Or like with the city idea. This robot that's tearing parts of it apart and then, you know, to allocate resources to other areas. I mean, that almost feels like a bodily process. If you would call what was that? If you would call breaking down something to build something new evolution. Yeah, I mean, great question. Because that's what the robot's doing. That doesn't quite feel like evolution to me. That just feels like deconstruction and reconstruction. Because evolution, I feel like it's like a bigger process that has like adaptation in it, which I guess this does as well, but like a restructure. Shit, I was gonna say restructuring, but that's kind of what breaking down or remaking something is. Like I don't freaking know. I feel like I've been caught. I like caught myself, bro. I just did a gotcha on myself. That's crazy to me, by the way. You and Chi are just like, okay, and I want to save that fish. Maybe it was like before they went to sleep that they were talking about it. This shot. Hello? Like, okay, hi. Imagine waking up to that in the morning. Wouldn't that be great? You're just like, ugh, ugh, and she's just looking at you, just straight. That's the first sight you see in the morning. That's crazy to me. I don't know. The evolution thing is like still on my mind. I think it's intent. I think there's an intent there where deconstructing and reconstructing isn't necessarily evolution, but because like evolution has this intention to make what's evolving better at doing its job of procreation, at least with evolution in like animals, while just deconstructing and reconstructing by itself lacks the intent for the thing. But like if you're intending to yeah, because I could say like you could probably say that a program optimizing is like a form of evolution because it's getting better at its goal. It's just evolution like as it has a connotation that references animals getting better at procreating. And I think I was kind of stuck on that. I'd probably have to look at the definition of evolution to really like put a statement out. She also thought of the grandpa giving her a key. Bro, I just realized you's a natural blonde. Me gusta. Yes. Because she ain't dyeing her hair. She got no hair dye. Wait, there was one shot of her that was so funny. Am I ever going to be able to find it? I almost feel like it was like right here. Where is it? Please, you. I need to see this shot. I'll see when I'm editing if I don't see it now, but I really want to see it now. I feel like it's like right here. Where is it? This, dude. Why does she look like that? Why does she look like this? Her head is so wide. And then her body has just is a single like spaghetti like penne pasta line. Oh, it's so good. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to get this image of you that's probably like what right here, and I'm going to zoom in on it so it's just like a box, like boom, bang, boom, just this little box of her, and I'm gonna zoom it in and then make it my phone background, even if it's like 240p, because I just love it that much. It's that good. Honestly though, that'll probably do for this episode. On to the next of Girls Last Tour. Crazy episode, honestly. Got some crazy ideas there. Not gonna lie. Love my girls. They're doing their thing. I'm really kind of worried that I'm like curious. We found the fish. Like now what? I thought the fish was the end goal. But maybe we'll just keep going up to the top. It's also, you know, the name is Girls Last Tour. So is the last tour meaning that there is no end to their journey and they're going to be touring for the rest of their long life, or that this tour is going to end short and they're in a bad situation? I don't know. There's a bunch of reading you could do into that, I'm sure. But until then, until the next episode, that's all I got for tonight. If you like the video, subscribe if you're new, blah, blah, blah. Hit all the buttons if you would like to. Comment down below if you have anything to say. Join the Discord if you have anything to say. Notification bell. I never talk about that one. Bring, bring, bring. That's the sound of you clicking it. And yeah, that's all I got for you now. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.